Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here, coach of the Bronx Beartics with my week 1 battle of the WBE. We are playing John, a.k.a. Pokemon. I definitely encourage you guys to go and check him out. Also, check out the WBE channel. There'll be a lot of things like interviews, power rankings, and whatnot if y'all want to see that. This is a Wi-Fi battle draft league if you guys are not aware what the WBE is. And like I said, go and check out their channel, John's, and the WBE official channel, and Twitter. Now, my team, I probably have like a little breakdown, but maybe I'll do like a little cut between now and the battle itself just to show you exactly what I'm using, but or not. But it's basically Violite, Piloswine, Swords Dance, Mega Gallade, Choice Scarf, Trick, Gothitelle with HP Ground, Psychic Energy Ball, Calm Mind, Offensive, Life Orb, Synthesis, Draining Kiss, Giga Drain, Comfey, Akaberry, Physically Defensive, Bronzong with Toxic, Payback, Earthquake, and Gyro Ball, and Choice Scarf, Crocodile, Pursuit, Knockoff, Earthquake, and Foul Play. Okay, so no Salamence for my opponent. Definitely the Decidueye is something I expected. Diancie. It's Mega Diancie. Magneton. Surprise. But I'll take it. Magneton. Very, very, very weak to my Calm Mind Comfey, of course. Diggersby. Mudsdale. They're very weak to my Bronzong as well. Mudsdale, Slowbro. Why can't I type? I mean, write. Decidueye. Alright, so I don't want to play. It's been a minute since I did Wi-Fi. Now, obviously, Gothitelle can trap and KO. Magneton at 2 KOs. Mudsdale. I also have Psychic isn't bad in general, obviously. Energy Ball is good. I do think that this is a game where I'm going to go towards an end game with Calm Mind Comfey. It's really easy to win with Draining Kiss and Giga Drain, respectively. I obviously want to trap Magneton, too. That's very important to me. Now, if I'm my opponent, I mean, I don't see a reason to not lead off with my Piloswine. It is absolutely incredible in this game in terms of setting up rocks. And it gives me something early versus Diancie, even if Diancie wants to... yeah, like I'm not worried about Diggersby because as long as I get off a little bit of chip damage on it, I beat it with Giga Drain unboosted. So yeah, I absolutely love Piloswine in this game. It lives a hit from Magneton as well. Let's see how my opponent ends up leading off with. So they end up going off with Diggersby. Now, as I mentioned, I'm not super worried about this thing. In fact, I am going to get up rocks here. Rocks are going to be really nice for chipping away at this. Obviously, the Diancie. I can see my opponent. I can basically see my opponent switching out or going for U-turn, if anything, into like Slowbro or just hard switching into Slowbro. Now, I'll be able to live every one hit, as I mentioned. I will be able to live every one hit. It's going to do a lot if it's choice band, but I will be able to live it. That's the great thing about a Violite Piloswine. I loved it as a lead. Just getting up rocks to be able to start chipping away and punishing switches is going to be really nice. So he hard switches. I guess Slowbro? Yep, there's Slowbro. Ooh, you know what else is really good in this game? Earthquake. Obviously, they do have Mudsdale, though, for that. So we get a Brock. Slowbro's going to come out. Few options for this. In terms of immediate switch-ins, I'm thinking that Bronzong is probably the better play just because I can get off a Toxic immediately and threaten something. Obviously, that's my Earthquake immunity for Diggersby, but with Stealth Rock up and the fact that I have chip damage on Diggersby with like every single Pokemon, like obviously getting off a Toxic on this goes a long way for Gallade. So I'll make the Bronzong play here. Slowbro. He does throw off a Scald. Scald should be doing 174 to 131. So, yep. That's just standard damage. Maybe this is Assault Vest or not. I do kind of like the idea of just throwing off an Earthquake immediately. I kind of doubt he'll go Magneton on me, but I do like the idea of Earthquaking. A Toxic isn't bad either, but if he does go Magneton, what he'll do is he'll go Magneton and pivot. I guess Toxic is safe. It's safe. Like, getting off a Toxic on this is going to help me beat it with... that's no investment, by the way, on that Slowbro. It's looking like no investment. So I'm going to say maybe AV. CM/AV. I was thinking about immediately earthquaking on potentially like a Specs Magneton coming in. That's something I could see, but I do value a Toxic Off on this in the long term of things. I think Toxic Off on anything is really good, actually. And me being physically defensive is pretty cool for Diggersby, but he does throw off a Shadow Ball. Okay, this is definitely Assault Vest. This has to be like an AV type of Mon. Or Colbur. Alright, get off a beautiful Toxic off on the Slowbro. Fantastic. Now, Shadow Ball, I was at, what, 137? Do I want to break a potential Colbur? I'm thinking about going for Payback just in case it's not Assault Vest and actually like a Colbur Berry set, because then it obviously makes it a little bit easier. I could go hard Comfey on this thing, but Comfey's my win con, right? But it's not like it's not my only win con. I have options. I just want to make sure I don't end up losing to the Diggersby or Mudsdale. Like not just no option of dealing with them. So I definitely want to keep Bronzong around. Actually, because I'm going to trap Mudsdale, I'll trigger a Choice Scarf. That should be okay. I'll go for Payback here. I think this is Assault Vest, but I want to break a potential Berry or something. He does pivot out into Ponyboy. That is Mudsdale. Love the Ponyboy reference. Payback is doubled in power, and that did 2. Did they change Payback? Alright, it's Leftovers Mudsdale as well. It's not bad. Leftovers. Lefties. Probably just wants to get up rocks here. I'll throw up a Tox again. It could be sub, I suppose. Which would be a little annoying. But it also, like, it has to go for close combat if it wants to do damage to me. So I got a Toxic off on Slowbro, which is really nice. Toxic. Scald and Shadow Ball. I think he also switched because he doesn't want me getting in range of Comfey. Like, Comfey is really posed to win this game. Scald, Shadow Ball, Leftovers. Diggersby hard switched. And also my Gallade is really good, just naturally. I mean, it's a Gallade, so. It's Swords Dance Gallade. Like, it's going to do damage. Having Energy Ball for this boy is also pretty cool. So he does get up a Stealth Rock. Let's see if I do manage to land my Toxic. I love how it turns around. I do. Beautiful. Alright, so that leaves me like less scared of this thing. Obviously this thing does have access to potentially... This thing does have access to a potential Rest if it wants to run that, but I kind of doubt it'd be Stealth Rock Rest. I wonder if a close combat would even be your option here. Like, what are you going to go for? I don't really see a reason to not run, to not click. Like, I'm showing off my set, but I'd rather weaken this thing with Earthquake. As he goes for close combat, great. That shouldn't kill me. He does lower his defenses, which is going to allow me to trap him as well with my my Gothitelle, so that'd be really cool. That Earthquake took so long to actually do damage. That's going to allow me to trap him with Gothitelle, but also potentially get in maybe Comfey if I want to pick up a KO. But again, Comfey is going to be really important because it's going to be my way of beating Slowbro now that it's poison. It's going to be my way of beating the... I'll just Payback as well, just in case he wants to switch. I don't think this one. He might just Coast Calm again, but it's going to be my way of beating that. It's going to be my way of beating the potential Diggersby. And Magneton is going to get trapped by, hopefully, Gothitelle, and I have HP ground to knock it out. The biggest thing I'm worried about is obviously Decidueye. But yeah, I'm going for Payback here because it, you know, if it wants to go Cobra or anything like that, I pop that on switch. And if he wants to switch out itself, I don't know if he actually wants to stay in with his Mudsdale, considering it is minus 1 special defense, so I can actually revenge kill it pretty easily. He might end up going for Earthquake, predicting me to switch. He may just hard switch himself anyway. And obviously he does have that defense raise as well. From Stamina. Just goes for Rock Slide. Okay, so he basically revealed his entire set. I'm sure it's EQ as last move. So Rock Slide is going to be able to knock me out. EQ. Rock slide. Lovely, okay. Q rock slide, CC. There's no way he's not Earthquake on this set. I could go Gothitelle and trap him and knock him out with Psychic. And then that'll give me the option of not allowing in Diggersby or Slowbro or Mega Diancie. It does allow in Magneton though. I kind of like that though. Like I should be able to knock him out with Psychic after the defense drop. Let's just check. Mudsdale. Energy Ball is probably my best bet though. That will, however, allow in the... If I go for Energy Ball here, it does allow in Decidueye. But I have Scarf Crocodile for that, which is still really good in general. Like, if I get rid of this thing, it opens up that door for Earthquake / even Knockoff being really good. So, yeah, we're just going to knock him out Energy Ball now with my Gothitelle. With that defense drop, I should easily... That Spadef drop, I should easily be able to. And obviously with Shadow Tag, my opponent cannot switch. So, yep, that's the first kill for Gothitelle of the season. I did lose my my Bronzong though, but getting rid of Gothitelle, beautiful. And obviously my opponent did not have to worry about that didn't have to worry about switching at all. Having HP ground for Magneton is going to be really nice. This is where Decidueye comes out, and I have to decide how I want to play around that. I think that my best option is to go right out into my Piloswine if Decidueye comes out. Because I want to be able to get off a little bit of chip damage or enough to the point where... First off, Piloswine will not go down to Leaf Blade. That's just Piloswine, right? Also, he hates Gallade, man. Gallade is still really good. And Comfey is looking that much better. If I get rid of Decidueye and Magneton, Comfey wins. Just the fact that it's able to Calm Mind up in the face of everything and just Giga Drain, Diggersby, and deal with Diancie as well, really nice. He does bring out the Diggersby. I'm assuming it might be like some sort of Scarf U-turn set, maybe. Piloswine is my answer to Diggersby. It is my main switching. A non-choice band set Pokemon. Yeah, once I get damage off on this, I open up that door for my Calm Mind Comfey. So that's definitely what I want to do. The Calm Mind Comfey I want to keep my Gothitelle alive for the Magneton. So there's a U-turn from Diggersby. Let's see how much that does. 182 to 141. 182 to 141. Magneton. You specs? It's 41. So that's Adamant Diggersby, but maybe Scarf Diggersby? So Scarf Magneton cannot knock me out. I don't believe Scarf Magneton can knock me out with Flash Cannon. Most it can do is 144. To me. Could be Specs though, but if I kill it, Diggersby Scarf. I'm leaning to the fact that Diggersby is Scarf here. I'm gonna go for Earthquake now. If it's Specs, I trap it with my Gothitelle anyway. As he goes for Magnet Rise. Oh, okay, that also made a lot of sense. That also made a lot of sense. That's unless he was. I was thinking if he'd be Specs, but that's really smart. As far as switchings go, I think that Mega Gallade makes the most sense. I don't even know why I didn't think about that potentially. I'll be real, but that's fine. The Diggersby cannot knock out my Comfey either, so that's something to keep in mind. It could be Sub Z. He just goes right for a regular Flash Cannon. Nice. Woo! That boy ate. So do I knock off here? I think Drain Punch is always the best play. I'm forced to Mega, obviously. Yeah, Drain Punch is always the best play. Like, Magneton, I can trap it later with Gothitelle. I don't think it's going to be even Magnet Rise beat me. And if he actually opts to stay, and even if he's like Chople Berry, for instance, first off, he can't knock me out. 161 to 81. I think that's, what is that, Analytic? Gallade, let's say, Form, Regular. 73. No. 80. It's modest mag. It's not analytic either. So yeah, he switches out into maybe Slowbro. Oh, Oliver. Ooh, Decidueye. Okay. I see you. Nice Decidueye. So maybe a Shadow Sneak is coming out here. I was debating going for knockoff on mag. Maybe I should have. Because then I could have double knocked off after. Does he do 81 with Decidueye? Oh, it's leftovers. Okay. There's no way a leftovers Decidueye is knocking me out with Shadow Sneak. Nope. Actually, max attack leftovers could. Wait, I'm regular Gallade. Yeah, Mega Gallade, the most he can do is 78. I'm out of range. Knockoff will be doing if he's not running any item on it. 99 to 117. So I live this unless he is adamant. And even if he's adamant, it's a roll that is severely in my favor. He actually needs the absolute max roll. So the rolls are 80, 80, 80, and then 84. I'm at 81. So that's literally the highest. Like after that, it's like 68, 72 or whatever. So knockoff does 99 to 117% to a no HP one. To an HP invested one, 82 to 97. So either way, knockoff is my best play. I could have went for knockoff that turn, but this is fine too. This is his EQ immunity as well. So that was a max HP variant. That's fine. He's going to be able to not knock me out with Leaf Blade here. Beautiful. Now what I want to do is keep Gallade alive as like sort of a pivot, because I can live hazards, right? Because Earthquake is so good versus my opponent as well. I'm going to switch out into my my Piloswine. I'm expecting like a Shadow Sneak or something coming out now. I want to keep this Pokemon alive. That's a little bit of a risk. It's definitely a risky play. But I do expect Shadow Sneak, and I want to be able to Ice Shard my opponent here. Again, because my long-term game, like basically I got rid of the Decidueye, which is what I needed for Comfey. Now I just got to get rid of Magneton. Once I get rid of Magneton, it's a wrap. I should have knocked off on the switch in, honestly. Let's see if he does go for Sucker Punch or Shadow Sneak. I think he should have Shadow Sneak because I do have Gothitelle. He goes for Spirit Shackle. Good play. Predicting me to switch. Very good play, dude. Seriously, a great play. It did more than Shadow Sneak would, obviously. So I can Ice Shard here because rocks do get rid of this Pokemon. It does. And Magneton is like the biggest thing I'm worried about. But my Gallade should be able to live rocks as well. And now, even if he goes slow, bro, I feel like it's fine. Like, it's definitely a Scarf Diggersby. That the way he's playing it. So Piloswine picks up a KO as well on the Decidueye. Perfect. I'm assuming Magneton's going to come out maybe. He gives me that. If he goes Diggersby, I get another Ice Shard off on it. If he goes Diancie, I get a little bit of Chip, which is going to go a long way towards, that's going to go a long way towards Comfey. That's actually going to go an amazing way towards Comfey. And again, I still have that Scarf Crocodile in the back, which is the fastest Pokemon here, basically. Mega Diancie needs to Rock Punch to beat me, and once it takes a little bit of damage, I beat it with Giga Drain, and he's forced to Mega Evolve immediately, too. So I guess he can go Magneton if he wants to. Knock me out with Flash Cannon, then I get a free knockoff after. Yep. So he could be Magnet Rise sub. How much does Ice Shard do to an Eviolite Mag, though? My best play is to go for the Icicle Spear, because if he Magnet Rises, I still get damage off on him. And if he Flash Cannons me, unless he's, I'm going to go for Icicle Spear here. Because if he subs, I think I'll be able to break it. First off, I'm a Piloswine. Like, as long as I always get 2 hits, and then I can Ice Shard after. But if he Magnet Rises, or if he Flash Cannons and knocks me out, I get in Gothitelle, and I get to HP Ground, knock him out. So, that means that Comfey can win. He does go right for Flash Cannon. Beautiful. That's going to knock me out. But then Gothitelle going to come back in. Let's see if he does indeed have the Shed Shell on the Magneton. Let's see if he has Shed Shell on Magneton. That's going to be big if he does. Otherwise, I kind of just calm mind up and I win the game with my my one mon in the back. Let's see. HP Ground. Because then I can HP Ground the Diggersby as well for a little bit of Chip, assuming he's not Scarf. But I think he is Scarf, just based on how it's played. Did he bring Shed Shell? Did he bring Shed Shell Magnetize? And instead of Z? Nope. Go ahead and give me this Pokemon. Gothitelle picking up another Pokemon. Wow. HP Ground did nothing. That dude is hella a Violite. But that is indeed in range of knockoff. Assuming he's going to go Diggersby now. To go for like a Scarf attack or something. Yep, there's Diggersby. I don't think I need this Pokemon anymore. How fast was my Gothitelle? If he's running Adamant, he should be faster than me, but I could be a little bit faster than him. I'm going to go for another HP Ground. Let's see if we get some chip off. I think he's Scarf Diggersby. The way it's being played, I believe it's Scarf Diggersby. Dude, I can't believe an HP Ground did not knock out Magneton. So that's 100% max HP of Violite. Like, this is HP Ground. That is a super effective 4 times hit on Mag. Goth still did a good chunk, though. I'm appreciative of that. Very appreciative of that. Yep, I'm faster, which is great. I get off the chip damage I need for Giga Drain to be able to knock him out. Beautiful. Actually, that did nothing. Is he Assault Vest? He might be Assault Vest Diggersby. How much does this do normally to Diggersby? Actually, no, it does 20 to 20 something. It actually does around that range, so I don't think he's AV. So I got the hit off I need. You go Slowbro or you go Diancie. If you go Diancie, I click Earthquake and I pick up my KO. You kind of have to go Slowbro here, but Slowbro gives me a free knockoff. And that's basically a KO on something. If I'm not mistaken, I also live the hit with my my Gallade, so ideally that's good. I can also knockoff sweep this guy. So everything is going well. Like, I got the damage off on Mag. I got the damage off on Diggersby. So ideally, I do end up sweeping him, maybe without even going for a Calm Mind. But then again, I should also calc my 6%. That way I know my Gallade lives. Yeah, I live. Alright, unless he's Cussed Up, I'm good. I go out into my Gallade. I go for the knockoff to knock him out. He's definitely a Violite. There's no way he lived HP Ground otherwise. Yep. Go for knockoff to knock him out. That'll knock out Mag. I mean, it died to Draining Kiss anyway, so beautiful. Gallade picking up a KO as well. Another KO. Well, one KO. First KO. Magneton's gone, and ideally, Calm Mind. I do win the game with Calm Mind. My Calm Mind Pokemon. That's it. Now, if Diancie comes out, it's forced to Mega Evolve. I'm running max speed, so it is a speed tie at worst, but it is forced to Mega Evolve here, which is going to be important. I don't think I'm going to lose to the Slowbro because I'll get off a knockoff on it if he goes out to that. He does go out into his Diggersby right now. And as I mentioned, if this thing is Choice Scarf, I Calm Mind. It might be Assault Vest, but I'm pretty sure it's Choice Scarf. Yep, it's Choice Scarf U-turn. Beautiful. Nice. Now, if he goes Slowbro, I just go for Calm Mind and I win. If he goes Diancie, I just click Earthquake, Earthquake, Earthquake. I already have the damage I need on that Diggersby to knock it out with unboosted Giga Drain. Literally spam Earthquake and win. I already know it's Choice Scarf. So Choice Scarf Diggersby picking up another KO. Because I am Calm Mind Synthesis Life Orb, I will beat even an offensive Slowbro. And if he goes Slowbro, I should just win. Because I have max defense on this thing. Pretty sure it's Assault Vest, as I mentioned. Yeah, I'll do a lot. I'll get a lot of recovery back, which is the big one, too. If he goes Diancie, I get in Crocodile and click Earthquake. Earthquake will knock out Diancie. It doesn't, and if Slowbro ever comes in, I basically just get to click Calm Mind and win. Because at +1, Comfey always knocks out Diancie, which, as I mentioned, is forced to Mega Evolve in this draft league. Yep, it does 100% minimum to no HP Diancie, and if Diancie is running HP, it doesn't matter either. And there's Diancie, which is forced to come out, takes the Stealth Rock damage I need. I go out into my Choice Scarf Crocodile. I spam Earthquake until I die. He might try and double around on me, but I basically spam Earthquake until I die. Right here. And if he goes, bro, I Calm Mind up and I win. And he's not allowed to stay in regular form right here, which is the only way he'd live an Earthquake, by the way. He is absolutely not allowed to stay in regular form. And by Calm Minding in front of Slowbro, in case it's not Assault Vest and it actually manages to be Z, which I doubt it is with 0 special attack investment, like it was doing absolutely nothing in Bronze. It's definitely physically defensive. So he's probably going to go out into his, he's probably going to go into that Slowbro now. But I hope that I've played it well enough to the point where I've set up for my Calm Mind Comfey sweep, which is what I was going for at the end. Ideally, Calm Mind Comfey picks up, you know, a few KOs here. I got the damage I need on Diggersby already for an unboosted Giga Drain. So I'm repeating a lot, but I'm repeating what I need, what I know. Like these are facts. These are what I know. With the horse gone, I was less worried about Earthquake and Gallade. With Magneton actually living that, which is ridiculous that I lived HP ground, by the way. Like a Violet is no joke. Violet's no joke. I got the HP ground damage I needed on Diggersby. Looks like it's a Scarf Diggersby, obviously, but like with just enough speed for my Gallade, which I actually hit a little bit higher than on my my Mon. So yeah, I just spam Earthquake here until I die. Basically, because I don't give him any pivot, right? That's it. I never give him a pivot. That is some good damage too with the poison, alright. Never give him a pivot. That's how you win. Damn, I do to Diggersby as well. Let me check that. Diggersby. He goes for Scald. If Scald does not burn me, because he shouldn't be able to knock me out. If it doesn't burn me, I probably win the game anyway with this Pokemon too. Oop, he did not burn me, which means that Crocodile is going to win the game anyway. Nice Crook. I kind of want him to kill me. Yeah, so assuming the Diggersby is max HP Scarf, which we know it's not, the minimum I do is 60% with Giga Drain, which I've already basically inflicted onto Diggersby, right? It got a little bit of chip off on it with the rocks. I already got the HP ground, which is 20 to 24 min. So I guess Crook might end up sweeping itself too. That's why that poison was really key with Bronzong. That's why I played my Bronzong a little bit recklessly, I guess. Not aggressively isn't the case, but I definitely played a little bit recklessly. I'm 100% faster than this Diggersby, and even if I'm not, which no, I'm 100% faster than this Diggersby. Like that's just a shit. I get the damage off I need, and then ooh, Choice Scarf Quick Attack. You say? That's Scarf though. You outsped my Gallade. It is 100% Scarf. I just go out to Comfey and I click Calm Mind, and then I win the game guaranteed. I have higher priority with Triage than Quick Attack anyway. So Calm Mind up. Then I Giga Drain twice to win. Choice Scarf, Quick Attack, though. That's crazy. Big Comfey's in, though. I'm telling you guys right now, I expect in this league, Comfey to pick me up more KOs because of the support, by the way, from Gothitelle. I think people will start to bring more Shed Shells versus me after week 1. But I don't think that's going to matter when I have like a million knockoff users, plus the fact that I have T-Spike and stuff. Like I talked about it in my team breakdown video. This is not over yet, by the way. But we know it's Choice Scarf, which is great. Like, it's not over, but it's over. Like, even a crit won't be able to knock me out. Go ahead, Calm Mind in his face. And then the fact that Comfey heals like 2,000,000% when it goes for that. That's the SP Grove, bro. You use this card, sack a few of your lands, and you get like 1,000,000 cards on the field. It's like my team is based on the deck that I like in Magic. But that should be it, I think. Comfey got it. I know this is Choice Scarf because it outspec Gallade. I think that my opponent, I feel like John should have, instead of going for U-turns for momentum, he should have started clicking like return a few times because that would have forced in Comfey early. And Comfey also, I want to see if I live Diance's like explosion, if it has like a max attack explosion. So I guess if Dancy had max attack explosion, it would have been able to live this hit. But again, with the calm mind, the fact that I am modest, my Comfey is here. My Comfey is now. He has forced a Mega. Should I DM him that he's forced a Mega just in case he doesn't know? He knows. Yeah, this is a 79% min, and he's already switching to 2 Stealth Rock. If he has max HP, by the way. Let me Giga Drain here. Yep, force the Mega. There you go. So you lose all that massive Spadef stat. I feel like you wouldn't run a lot of HP on Dancy versus me. I feel like you'd run more offensive anyway because you want to hit hard. Go ahead and give me that Dancy. Yep. And then I'm going to Giga Drain that Diggersby, and that's going to be a good game. And Comfey picks up 2 KOs here. Lovely. That's big Comfey. I'm glad I decided on a more offensive variant. Shout out to Ditchby, because I basically built my team and then like ran things by him. I was like, how does it look? How does it look? How does it look? I just like having somebody to confirm. And there is the Choice Scarf Diggersby, which guarantee goes down to this Giga Drain. Even if I wasn't boosted, it actually went down to it. Let me make sure I click the right button and not Synthesis or Calm Mind. Though I would be able to live a Return or Earthquake unless it crit me. There it is. I might try and get John in a call as well for like a little, you know, post-battle interview if you guys want to see that, of course. So obviously you guys are watching this not live, but the Bronx Beartics end up winning week 1, 1-0, and I think we stuck to our game plan. Weaken everything, get rid of certain threats, and put them in range of my Comfey to hopefully win at the end. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I might end up doing a little post-narrated interview thing that I was doing in a few other draft leagues I was in, just so you guys can get the thought process of my opponent and, you know, the fresh, raw, just thoughts after. But yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. If I don't have that, then goodbye, my friends. If I do, cool. Stay tuned. All right, so I guess we're kicking off the WBE with an interview or a little, it's just us talking really at the end. But I do have Pokemon here. You can say hi.
What's going on? It's nice to be back. Third time doing this.
Yeah. What was it? P4G, GBA, and yeah, this.
No,
right?
I think it was just P4G twice because I battled you early and then we did the playoff.
Oh
rematch.
yeah, we had a playoff rematch. Yeah, you're right. Oh well, P4G twice. Not bad at all. So the game was pretty close. So the way I would do it was I basically tried to set up for a Calm Mind Comfey sweep at the end. That was like what I was going for from once I saw your team, right? I knew like maybe trap Magneton. I was hoping you weren't Shed Shell. By the way, HP Ground not KOing a 4 times effective Pokemon is ridiculous. And yeah, Calm Mind offensive Comfey with max defense, so I always take a hit from Diggersby, take a hit from Decidueye, but basically get like, if I wasn't able to boost, get like 20-something% off on Diggersby. That way my Life Orb Giga Drain would knock it out unboosted. And weaken the horse in case it had Heavy Slam, though I already knew when you showed me Close Combat and Rock Slide, I was like, yeah, obviously Earthquake, next move. And weaken Decidueye, because after that I was like, okay, cool, this Pokemon can win. But what was your thoughts, like, going in or anything?
Yeah, looking at your team, it's going to take a little bit to adjust to that only having 10 Pokemon in this super, like, 28 people draft. Like, it's tough because you don't have all the Pokemon you want. I wasn't able to get a Dark type, so right away Gothitelle was giving me nightmares. The last time I saw anyone use that, it was our friend Mr. Miguel back in the day, destroying people, and I knew that was going to be a problem. So all of my Pokemon have to be able to deal with it a little bit. Yeah. And the next thing that was really bothering me, and the fact that you brought Comfey instead of it, and someone had mentioned to me, like, just they saw your team as offhand, he really likes Comfey. I'm like, yeah, well, that's cool. Breloom is an absolute issue. Yeah, because I did calcs that thing. I mean, Comfey also an issue, but that was like 1B. I was very worried about the Breloom. If that gets a Swords Dance up, it might just be it for my entire team without Decidueye being around.
That makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense too. So like, I guess Comfey was kind of like a pseudo Breloom in a sense, because obviously Giga Drain was like my end game plan with it with Calm Mind. But I didn't want to bring Breloom just because of like Salamence, Salazzle. But I guess in theory, Gothitelle still trapped the same Pokemon. Like Gothitelle trapped Salazzle, which unless you ran Shadow Tag, and if you ran Shadow Tag, then I think Crocodile would have trapped it at a point. I mean, Shadow Tag, Shed Shell. I feel like Crocodile would have trapped it. But like the game plan overall was like, you saw how my Bronzong, if you see it set, it's like Payback, Earthquake, a Gyro Ball, just to break like Cobra Berries and whatnot, like random Cobras, making it easier for my knockoffs later. And like have Piloswine be able to live basically one hit from every single Pokemon on your team. Like it didn't matter what it was.
Like that.
Yeah. That's I'm gonna be real. Like I made this team like back when we drafted, and you know how long ago that was.
Yeah.
So I wasn't 100% sure on my calcs going into the game, except when I was actually calcing. I did like the Decidueye bring. I think I should have knocked off on the Magneton, but I was like, I'll live a Shadow Sneak anyway. I was at 81 HP, and the max roll Shadow Sneak can do is 84, and then after that the roll is 80, and then all down. So I was like, okay, I can knock being good here anyway. I also thought it was maybe Assault Vest Slowbro initially, with like something to deal with like Volk, because Volcarona is also kind of similar to the what's it called, to Comfey in this case too, but a little bit harder to set up just because you have a lot that hits it. I see that you have Brave Bird, obviously you have Diancie. I think a big thing as well is the fact that your Diancie's forced to Mega Evolve in this game, which makes a difference.
Yeah, and that was the one thing, and it's going to be really nice moving forward with your team because you're not even going to think about it. You'll have a game plan. Like the Comfey, it was way too late before I realized, this is what's going to happen to me. But with the Gothitelle, you kind of have to focus in. Like this Pokemon, it sets up. If you're able to take out the things that, stop that one thing, it's over. And you're going to have your own game plan. People are stressing out, worried about it. You can just execute that perfectly, and it's just completely over. And that's what really happened here. Because I felt like my sets were good. I thought I played decently well. Did not matter because it was just that, slow back and forth, get Comfey there. I love that ability in Draft League. I have never really thought about it too much. It's beautiful in this. Like, it's just late game, you're not ready for that priority Giga Drain, and it's the other one, Draining Kiss?
Yeah, Draining Kiss.
Yeah. Is there any more moves like that gets priority? I was just pretty sure it was Giga Drain and Draining Kiss, right? With the offensive?
With offensive, yes. It's only that for Comfey. Unfortunately, it doesn't get like Horn Leech or Drain Punch or anything
that would
like
be
that.
Pretty crazy. Gen 8, it's around the corner. You never know.
Hey, I would love this Pokemon to get something more. I do think that this is, I even said in the battle, I was like, I'm pretty sure people are going to start running Shed Shells versus me, but I think that's also going to make games a little bit easier. In sense. Because first off, I have like a million knockoff Pokemon. And secondly, if you're running, a Shed Shell, you're not running a Resist Barrier. If you're running a Shed Shell, you're not running a Lum or some type of recovery type of thing. So, my team has this mode with, Trap plus Comfey, but also I have T-Spikes plus setup as opportunities as well. Here T-Spike was an option, but I was like, there's no way I'm bringing this Mon versus this guy. He's gonna overwhelm my my Mon way too much.
Yeah, I knew not having Defog, because I got rid of Defog after a little bit, and I had Salazzle on for a bit, and I got rid of that for Magneton, but it's just, that's the thing. First, you got to be ready. Nothing can get trapped by that Gothitelle, and I had Mence at one point, but it's just, Mence is never, well, in some situations, but usually it's not that good against Gothitelle. The Salazzle can get some damage on the Gothitelle, can get a big hit, but it's very much going down in one hit. And then after that, where am I anyways? Like, I've lost those two things. Comfey still destroys me. So I felt like, at least with these 6, I wouldn't be too worried about the Gothitelle. And I kind of just put my eggs in the Breloom basket.
when you lived HP Ground, I was like, what the hell? Like, Gothitelle, come on. But I also kind of, like, when Diggersby came out in Gothitelle, I was like, he might not be faster than me because I had to EV it to outspeed a max speed Salazzle. Whereas, for me, you only have to outspeed a Gallade. Like, so there's definitely a difference there. So, like, once I got off that HP Ground chip, so, like, I knew you had some, I figured you were some type of HP, and I even mentioned, like, Adamant as well for Diggersby, just based on the calc on Piloswine. But, when it came in, I was like, okay, either A, I get off the 20% I need for unboosted, just in case he's like a max HP variant, or B, he U-turns, outspeeds me, and that's fine. That means he's less HP. So it was like a win-win for me at that point. I figured that staying in with it. I don't know. I feel like I could have played Mega Gallade a little differently too, but seeing as how you had Scarf Diggersby, Cobra, Slowbro, potentially Speed Tie with Diancie, and obviously the max attack Mudsdale, I don't know how it would have been. Like, I threw away my Bronzong early, but it was, to basically Toxic, to ensure a trap with Gothitelle, to try and Cobra Bop Slowbro, but that didn't work. I obviously Toxic at first. I was thinking you were Assault Vest too when I saw Shadow Ball initially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the way you played with Bronze on Gallade, it confused me so much. I was like, I'm missing something. And I knew it was the Comfey. I was like, I don't want to even say it out loud. That's not going to be fun. But it was just, Gallade going down earlier, getting weakened. Like, he's going to be able to bring it back. I've missed a move. And then the Bronze, I'm like, he does nothing for Diggersby. What is going on? But it was just that slow, methodical march to the Comfey ending. But I think it got in my head. It's like, this is Joey. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I mean, I felt a little bit like I knew Diggersby would be a problem, but it also did not knock out any Pokemon on my team with Scarf yet. It didn't knock out Comfey, so I knew if worst comes to worst, I could Calm Mind in front of Diggersby because I knew it was Scarf, or I could Calm Mind in front of Slowbro, though Skill Swap obviously would have been really interesting there.
I was thinking about that. I was really hopeful if I could get that in, you wouldn't see it coming, and then all of a sudden, I'd really have a chance against that.
Yeah. So like if I burnt you, if you burnt me with Slowbro, for instance, you could have maybe went Diggersby and then went back and forth. But I think at that point, I would just Giga Drained like raw.
Yeah, the double Scarfers. When you had the first Scarf, I knew there was still a really good chance Crocodile wasn't Choice Scarf. But I also knew if it was anything but Choice Scarf, that could easily be my game at the end. But just the double worked perfectly.
Yeah, oh, thank you. I'm glad. And I hope people are watching this too because I did not do a team builder. So you see mine and you see John's. I was really interested to see how you would. Oh, you actually used a non-speed boosting Diancie too, which is interesting. I was actually gonna do the same thing with my Gallade, but I got a little bit worried. Like I was like, okay, maybe I'm opening up Diancie too much. But I don't know. I know I overly relied on Gothitelle in this game. But I figured I could afford to, considering I had double knockoff on the team.
Yeah.
And like Poliswine to chip away. And that's why I let off a Poliswine, because it only had one bad lead, and that was Slowbro. Decidueye, I lived the Bloom Doom. Magneton, I lived the Flash Cannon. Diancie, whatever. So I was like, okay, I get up rocks earlier, chip away. Or if he leads Magneton, I'm clicking Earthquake turn 1, and I'm opening up my door for what's it called? For Comfey in the back. Yeah, that too. Yeah, Magnet Rise made a lot of sense. I Earthquaked on that turn because, like, I mean, obviously if somebody brings a Magneton on Poliswine, you're like, oh, duh, you can go for Magnet Rise. But like, it's also like if he knocks me out, he has to be Specs to knock me out.
Yes.
Right? And if he doesn't knock me out, then I'll just switch into like Gallade because Gallade will take a hit. Was it?
Yeah, well, and that was the beautiful thing I had going early. I knew bringing in Magneton on most of your Pokemon was just going to maybe not give me a kill, but it would definitely put you on the back foot because I can either get some big damage off or get the Magnet Rise, and then all of a sudden nothing's gonna hurt me.
Yeah, it was definitely. I think I was a little surprised you brought it too, but it made a lot of sense too because like Comfey was so. I knew either Mag or Salazzle was coming. That was it. Yeah,
and that's what it was. Those were the two options. I was going back and forth with them.
I agree with you not bringing Salamence. I think Salamence gives me too much. Like I have way too much for it. I felt. But
yeah.
Maybe though playoffs and whatnot. We'll see it again.
Oh, you never know when it comes there. This was an interesting game for me because I feel like I brought the right team by the end of it. It's just like the Mega Diancie, like the speed we were talking about. That the reason it is the way it is I knew I was probably going to have to win this game by getting a Rock Polish up at some point and then being able to take out things like Mega Gallade. I expected you would have at least one Scarf or if not two. Yeah. It just makes sense. And then, I forget Comfey and Braylon. They're going to do their priority things. That's not fun. What am I going to do about that? But I brought the mons I needed. I just was like, I don't really have a win con, but I'm not missing anything on this team. It was an interesting end there. So this was a really good start to the season. I'm really happy with this battle.
I'm happy too. I'm happy it was clean, it was fun, and it was close, which is what I wanted as well. Like, if you beat me, I would rather lose 1-0 than, lose 6-0 obviously. Though score doesn't reflect the battle at all, though. Like, a 6-0 could be closer than a 1-0 in some cases,
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
But it feels better not to get 6-0.
Obviously, yeah.
It absolutely feels better. I mean, I'm just excited. Back in the draft league, I mean, I don't know. Maybe someone will rope me into something before Sword and Shield, but it feels like a nice last hurrah.
Yeah,
before
for sure.
Competitive gets real fun.
I didn't expect to play draft at all. Like after,
Nope.
I was basically done, and much less Ultra Sun and Moon draft. Like I did not think I'd be going back on my DS. I'll be real. Like I forgot how to get on Wi-Fi and all that stuff when we were trying to connect. But definitely happy that we did this. And the WB, I think, like me and Dan talked about it a lot during the stream, but I really want this to be the future of draft leagues and things like that. Like, you know, people get paid to do their thing. It's a premium type of league, so we had to buy in type of thing as well. And you know, there's a actual physical prize as well. I love this form of competitive Pokemon. I'm a big singles dude, right? But I love the draft side of competitive, and I think much how you can see, you know, you can use like underused Pokemon in OU and see them be cool. That's the cool thing about draft as well. Like certain mons are just a lot cooler than they usually are. So yeah, I'm excited going forward, dude. Thank you so much for being on the channel, bro. I appreciate it.
Oh, of course. Glad to be here.
Yeah, and guys, go ahead and check him out. Of course, his channel link will be down below. This is week 1 of the WBE. Check out the WBE Twitter as well as their channel link down below too. You'll see analysts, you'll see interviews and things like that should have started already going up before this week even started. And one more time, go ahead and check out John. And obviously, I'm excited to see your side of the battle as well. Because I did kind of figure, like when I sacked Bronze, I was like, okay, yeah, he's probably like, oh man, this guy has no earthquake switches now.
I was so confused. I was like, but Diggersby, what is going on?
But yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.